So today we're just going to go over a quick demonstration of a technique that I was trying to describe to a couple of my squad mates and was not doing a very good job of. So in short, what I was trying to describe was a situation where you're trying to navigate from one point to another and you don't have a waypoint on that location. So as an example, so here we are over Afghanistan. I've got a waypoint here at Kabul and I'm wanting to set up for that 5 mile initial. And I want to do it in a way where I'm thinking ahead, I'm planning ahead, and I'm not making any ridiculously over the top turns to get there. So especially useful as a flight lead. If you've got a wingman hanging off of you, it's gonna give him a headache if you just try to, well, wing it. So what we're gonna do here, I'm just gonna grab the runway heading. We got 281, and I'm gonna plug that into my HSI. 281. And then I'm also going to go ahead and plug in my my pattern altitude. So I'm looking for 1,500 feet above ground level. So 58, 68, 70, 73, 69. And I'm going to plug that in as my steer point altitude. So that was 73, 69 giggity. So how do, let's say for example, I wanted to get somewhere 15 miles off the end of the runway. So somewhere out about out here. How do I get there without looking at the map and, well, using what I'm using here, seeing where I'm actually located, using only the HSI? So what you kind of have to do is you almost have to reverse the way you think about this thing. Instead of thinking of it as you're here and your destination is here, instead think about this is the airfield here, and you are the tip or the tail of the heading indicator here, the bearing needle. So if this is the airfield and this is me, and this is about 33 miles from here to here, then that means that this point right here is also about 33 miles. And that would mean that about half of this distance, so I'm going to call it right about here, would be about 16-ish miles. So if this is where I'm going, this is the destination, this is the point I'm actually trying to get to, and this is me, if I draw an imaginary line from here to here, you can see that's a heading change of, call it maybe 15, 20 degrees. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug that in on my heading knob here. So 5, 10, 15. There's close enough. This thing is too sensitive. I need to adjust it. So if I were to turn, so this line, this imaginary line from me to my destination is parallel to the actual direction I'm traveling, then that should take me directly to where I'm trying to go. So let me just go ahead and kick on my autopilot here, put it on heading select, and take us out of active pause. And let the jet do what jet does. Let's zoom out a bit so you can see this. And actually, yeah, let's take a look. So, yeah, we got a few more degrees to go. We're pretty much there. So now we have from here, straight line parallel to the direction I'm going. Goes pretty much to it. So that should be right around 15-ish miles. It's not super precise, but it's a good start. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this run. I'm just going to speed up time a little bit. And we'll go ahead and feed in a little bit of a descent as well. So I am watching, my oversensitive camera. I am watching my heading, And I am, yeah, just a nice, gentle, gradual descent. Kind of an airliner descent. Now this for my wingman, this would be nice and easy to follow, assuming I controlled my speed effectively, which I'm not doing. But you know, they could just stay on my wing, modulate power, and they'll end up right where we're going. Just come back up a little bit, and we were looking for 73.69, which we should reach as we pass over this ridge. Maybe a little bit past. And I'm going to slow down time a skosh. Now, so you can see, right now I'm at 10 miles, but I'm not quite on my target heading yet. And we're starting to extend out closer to 11 miles now. And we're starting to get fairly close. And you know what? 10 miles would be plenty. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to turn perpendicular to my target heading. So right about there. And there's the course needle coming in. So I'm going to start a turn. Now this would be a bit of a steep turn. I'm trying to talk and fly at the same time on a flat screen when I'm used to VR, so, you know, not ideal. But with a little more foreplanning and forethought and actually paying attention to what I'm doing instead of what's coming out of my mouth, this should be a fairly easy thing for a wingman to follow. Especially if I put them in echelon, because then they can just focus on matching my turn and not have to go all welded wing. And right about there. We're a little high and we overshot very slightly, so a little bit of a correction. But pause. So we rolled out after the turn. We rolled out. Now we're at 8 miles. Well and truly in time for that 5 mile initial we were looking for. So as you can see, fairly straightforward. A little bit of visualization tricks there, but you know, not too bad. And it's the sort of thing that would have helped a wingman out a lot if they were trying to follow me through that maneuver. Because if I was, you know, coming down a 10-degree dive and cranking it around at 5 Gs just to wind up on a 3 mile initial, then, well, that's going to give everyone a headache. So, just a quick recap here. You are the tail. Your destination, your waypoint, or if you have one selected, your TACAN, whatever it is you're navigating off of, is the center. This radius is this distance. So right now, that's 6 miles. And if I were to want to go to, let's get this back in active pause. If we were trying to go, let's say we were trying to go to 6 miles direct south. Well, here's 6 miles there. So that'd be maybe a 10-15 degree correction to the left. If I was trying to go 3 miles, then that would be maybe a 10-15 degree correction to the right. And so on and so forth. You get the idea. But yeah, it's just a nice handy little trick. Helps you out, helps your wingman out, and just generally makes the flight home a little more manageable for everyone. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.